each other is through the startup community.
It is,
That's what brought us together.
Well, we all met down in Carnaby Street, officially.
Funky, doesn't it?
It was, yeah, it was really good. I think I've got to say that event was a phenomenal experience because the vibe that was there from the founders, from the people that experienced being involved with Startup Britain, and just that whole spread when Emma turned around to everybody and said, we've got people here from Manchester and Newcastle.
Yeah, and everyone was whooping, weren't they? And
yeah,
that was brilliant, actually.
It was, and I think it was really fantastic how we sort of mixed with those sort of companies that you would hope to meet at some point. I mean, I got to meet with the guys from Barclays and Regis, and to meet the people at the very top end of an organisation, and not have to make an appointment. And I've actually had conversations since with both Barclays and Regis, so it's sort of like, wow.
And if they're here on this bus.
So if we can do that, we can do that for other people. Facilitate that whole opportunity that they can grow, can excel, all the rest of it. It's just brilliant.
I think the important thing as well is that startups need support, but they need practical support from people who've been there and they still go through the trials and tribulations, but we've learnt a lot and could give back through those lessons and those experiences. I think the West Midlands is in need of that.
Definitely.
And I think in the light of things that recently happened in the city, recently happened in the region, recently happened in the country, if we don't take charge, if we don't take action, we can't be the ones to stand back and say, well, what's someone got to do about it? You know, we've got the opportunity, so I think we should really do it.
And I think what unites us all together is the belief that where we are as a nation is that what's going to kick us back with our economy is all these single businesses. So there is no universal help coming. It's about the population, and we see them, don't we, every day? And they've been here, and they're compulsive to talk to, and they've got natural entrepreneurialism in them. But like Joel says, they need some help from somebody who's a bit further down the line. Like we need Barclays and Regis and some of the big guys at Microsoft to mentor us. Likewise, as they call Giving Forward, we need to be doing that with people who are just starting now.
Absolutely.
And when we're all in it together, like recent Troubles, what came over to me about that was this massive spirit of good that came out of that.
Yeah, that was wonderful. Seeing the brooms in the sky, cheering the policeman instead of throwing things at the policeman was just something to behold.
Powerful?
Community coming together for once, and although it was in a negative way, it was a positive thing in terms of the outcome. And I think
I have to say, Faye talked to me about after what happened in Wolverhampton. She said, "What about that lovely woman Louise?" And I said, "Yeah, it was great to see it." And she said, "Well, why don't you see if she'd like to be involved?" And you know what, I ummed and ahed a little bit because I was thinking, well, what if she says no? I'm thinking, what am I like? So I actually picked up the phone to her and I rang her up and I said, "You don't know me." I said, "But I said you were an inspiration to a lot of people in this area, and it would be lovely to know if you'd like to take a look at what we're doing to see if you'd like to get involved." So I went along on the following Monday to see her in the shop in Queen Street, Wolverhampton, and it was amazing because I walked down the street and all down that street there were shops with windows broken. And her shop and the one next to her didn't have any windows broken. It both sides.
She's the one who stood outside it.
So it's the beacon of support, of light, literally.
But the passion she had.
Absolutely.
And I thought to myself, well, if we can help share those types of stories with people about what it's like to run your own business, own your own business. She said it's so difficult. It is so hard at times. And also, you know, she really felt that what she has to give for herself is wonderful, but sharing it with other people was great.
Amazing.
And I said, if you come and help us by talking about what you do, that would be fantastic. And again, this is a woman that stood in front of 200 rioters running down a street, actually was quite humble, and I thought, well, there you go, that's what an entrepreneur is about. It's about, yes, passion, yes, about being determined, but also being humble at the same time.
Absolutely, Gary.
So I look forward to seeing you in Wolverhampton.
Well, I hope she's going to be, I think she'll be phenomenal. She might take over the show, which is fantastic.
Standing room only.
So it is good. No,
so between Startup Black Country, Startup Shropshire, Startup Birmingham, Startup West Midlands, where do we see this being a year from now?
Well, I think we'll have every county that was under the traditional triangle of the West Midlands, so maybe from Herefordshire, Worcestershire up to Staffordshire and then across to Warwickshire. I think if we've got all those guys all coming together with us, I think we'll have what truly is a collaboration that's going to really give a lot of focus for people that genuinely want to start their own businesses, and we'll have such a helpful proposition to give, and I think we'll have such a collection of supportive people, services, products that will give everybody such a fantastic start. And I think that's the great thing about coming together, the three of us.
What do you think?
And I think we'll have beaten London and the South East in start-up numbers.
And I just think we will truly be able to say, look, here are three people representing three counties, representing one country in terms of driving starter support, entrepreneurs helping entrepreneurs, which is exactly what it should be about.
Yeah, absolutely.
No boxes to tick.
None whatsoever.
No terms and conditions.
None whatsoever.
Just bring some commitment, have a go,
Absolutely.
and we'll help you.
And good will prosper.
Absolutely.
Yeah.